Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, it's October 9th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gorgiou. Adelle Caballero is here with an update for us on the rails. What's happening there? Storm Before's LaRosa here. Today's forecast, folks, been going to be outside at MetLife Stadium for Giants-Eagles.
Yes, they're going to need a little extra layer. It's going to be chilly there,
okay.
Certainly for all the tailgating, too, as temperatures will hold in the 50s most of the day today. We have a little patchy cloudiness right now over Midtown, but just kind of adding to the pretty sky out there. We have Mount Kisco at 48 degrees. We're down to 40 in Newburgh. Danbury, you're at 49 degrees. Fairfield coming in at 50. Pretty close to that in Parsippany and Wayne. Woodridge at 52 degrees. So expect a ton of sunshine, but temperatures holding in the mid and upper 50s, close to 60 degrees. Brilliant sunshine and a little bit of a breeze. So by lunchtime, noon, 55 degrees, close to 60 by 3 p.m. Fair skies, clear conditions, and chilly tonight with those clear skies. Temperatures in the city will start to drop in the mid 40s, but we've got some sub-freezing temperatures too on the map. We'll talk about that in a second. But at 6:01, got to get you out the door. Dry roadways, yes, but plenty of slowdowns and delays, Adele.
Yes, rail's a bit problematic right now. Now your A trains have cleared out, but now your C, D, and Staten Island Railway, you've got a mix of delays and service changes. LIRR, Ronkonkoma branch also slowing you down. New Jersey Transit, Morrison Essex line, you've got cancellations and expect to see delays with your Maine, Bergen, and Port Jervis lines for long-term track work. And then on the roads here, Van Wyck Expressway northbound, we've got a stalled car by exit 6 for Jamaica Avenue. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. Developing now.
Marie LaRosa's looking at the weather on this Thursday morning.
Yeah, looking dry. We have fair skies, of course, chilly, 30s in Monticello. We're in the low 50s in the city, but all eyes on the weekend, not because it's the weekend, but because we've got a nor'easter taking shape. Rain and wind, not just Sunday, but into Monday, perhaps even into Tuesday. So I'm going to take a look at the latest impacts as we see it play out coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. And still ahead, donation.
The George Washington Bridge inbound lower deck. We've got a crash taking out a lane. We're going to head outside right now to take a closer look onto those delays. Right now, you're looking at about 15 to 20 minutes. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to help you get around it. Darlene, Michael.
Thank you. And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
Now, I saw a buck, I guess it was yesterday.
Yeah. This morning.
So, they're out.
They're out. Yeah, be so careful. I had to name Thor because he's so big and gorgeous.
Yeah.
They needed a powerful name.
Gotta be really careful driving, though.
But there were some ladies around.
Hey.
Too. He was,
hello, ladies.
Hello. Yes. But he's so beautiful. Yeah, please be careful. They are out and about. And tis the season, right? But it's also tis the season to get that chill in the air. We certainly have that this morning. Getting a little preview of the brightening sky. We're getting a ton of sunshine today, but it is off to a cool start. We're at 53 degrees in the city. Lots of 30s, though, to the north and west, so grab that jacket. We have high pressure building in, so it is going to be cool. It is going to be dry for a couple days. But in case you haven't heard yet, a lot of chatter about a nor'easter. Well, it's checking the boxes of that definition. So it's taking shape along the coast off the southeast and mid-Atlantic coast. So by Sunday morning, we're really feeling the tug of those east-northeast winds, some of the clouds and the showers beginning. And this gets dragged out as we see it right now, not just Sunday, but into Monday, even into early on Tuesday potentially, especially for parts of the northeast. So this is going to have impact in a lot of ways. Of course, travel with the wind and the rain, but also coastal impacts. Talking about the rain, you can still see there are details to be worked out, so definitely stay dialed in. One of our forecast models showing a little bit less rain impact compared to our other major European model here, where it could be several inches of rainfall. One thing we're all going to see, of course, the days of that east-northeast wind. So that really starts to pick up Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon, where those gusts for several hours, perhaps a full day, gusting over 30, perhaps 40 miles per hour. And so coastal flooding is going to be a big concern. Something we'll be watching Sunday and into Monday. Again, leading up to that, it's just kind of beautiful October weather, feeling the cool today. 55 degrees with all that sunshine by noontime, close to 60, but that northerly breeze keeps it chilly. And then tonight, 44 degrees north and west, some sub-freezing low temperatures. So we do have some of those freeze warnings posted. By Friday, 64 degrees for the high. Saturday still looking good, but the clouds start to build, the breeze starts to kick in. Sunday and Monday, not great. We have the wind and the rain. By Tuesday should be moving out, so we start that next nice fall stretch with highs in the 60s and dry weather. All right, 6:17 now. Adele, how are things looking out there?
Pretty slow right now, at least at the George Washington Bridge. We have a crash on the inbound lower level here. We're going to take a look outside onto the approach. You can see still a bit of movement here. Expect to see about 10 to 15-minute delays, actually closer to 20 coming in from that upper level. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. If you are making your way into Queens, we do have the stalled car on the Van Wyck northbound by exit 6 for Jamaica Avenue. Bit of a slow go both ways through the area. And then another live look outside here onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. We've got brake lights westbound heading into the Bronx River Parkway and heading even further north into Westchester County. Lingering construction here closes down a couple lanes on the Hutch southbound between exit 14 and exit 12. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you. 6:18 now.
It's 30 right now on this Thursday. It's October 9th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is watching an issue now at the Holland Tunnel. Yeah. Storm Team 4 is here with today's forecast. Maria LaRosa.
Yeah, it's time to bust out the sweater weather gear.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice and chilly, a cool and refreshing, crisp morning. It sure looks pretty too. We have this patchy cloudiness overhead, and it's just going to add just beautiful color to that sunrise. And as you can see, that visibility is fantastic. We've dropped about 15 to 25 degrees compared to this time yesterday, and we've wiped away just about all of the humidity. The dew points are down 20, 30 degrees. That's significant. So yeah, there's that crisp feeling out there. 53 at Central Park right now, 49 in White Plains, 36 in Monticello right now. Belmar, you're at 47. We're still in the 50s from Islip and Eastport, but again, it sure looks pretty as we look at Staten Island. Just a few clouds out there. Bright skies and temperatures that'll hold in the 50s for most of the day today. Be ready for that. Brisk winds too, 57 degrees at 1 o'clock, headed close to 60. And we'll have clear skies and chilly, of course, temperatures through 10 o'clock still in the low 50s. All right, 6:30 right now. Adele, where are those slowdowns?
Right now at the Holland Tunnel, at least the approach to it here from 78, the Turnpike approach, you are going to see two buses. You're probably wondering why traffic is at a standstill. They are transferring passengers from the stalled bus heading out to the functioning bus there. So you can see the flashing lights. Traffic is temporarily at a standstill as of right now. You can expect to see about 15-minute delays. Of course, we will continue to keep you updated on that. George Washington Bridge, again, that crash has cleared out from the lower deck, but you do have about 25-minute delays. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much. 6:31 right now. Developing now. Finally, some real hope for an end to death and destruction in the Middle East as Israel and Hamas agree to the first phase of a peace plan. Today, New York's Tracy Strahan's in our newsroom now. Today, a bill aimed at preventing another deadly Legionnaires outbreak will be taken up by the City Council, the New York City. I hope they did too. All right. Meanwhile, we're going to get the kids ready for school.
That's right.
That time of day. And yeah, the jacket required this morning, but with clear skies, it can even do recess outside. But temperatures holding in the 50s for the most part, even after school. Tomorrow, the bigger jackets, but how about the rain jackets and all of the rain gear, even coastal flooding? Talking about the nor'easter on the way, too, in the 10-day forecast.
If you're heading out to the Verrazano Bridge, Brooklyn bound upper level, we've got a crash taking out a lane, not causing major backups on the bridge, but you are going to see heavy backups on the Staten Island Expressway. We're going to head outside there now where you can see brake lights heading back past Clove Road. Darlene, Michael?
Thanks so much. And you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back. Welcome back. 6:43. Beautiful shot from Chopper 4. We appreciate that this morning. 53 degrees out in the city. Well, a sold-out New York-based film festival had mounting frustration with their ticket vendor.
When they went years without getting their money for the show, they called Better Get Beccaro for help. Here's New York's consumer reporter, Wendy Beccaro. 46, let's check in, Maria. Some beautiful views we're getting from Chopper 4, and you've got one too.
Yes, the skies are clear as far as visibility. We have a few patchy clouds just adding color to the sky. So it is pretty, but it is chilly. Right to 53 degrees in the city, not too bad, but outlying areas have dipped into the 30s. That dew point's really low, and a little breeze from time to time adding to that chill. We've got beautiful sunshine ahead for today, but I want to get you thinking about the weekend too, because I think we're going to have to start really ramping up the heads up on this coastal storm. This this nor'easter. Kind of checks the box for the definition. No snow associated with this one, but it's the wind and the rain and days of it potentially. So we're talking about rain Sunday into Monday, minor to moderate, and now we're talking about maybe even major coastal flooding on the table here with the way things are playing out potentially in the forecast here. Those gusts of 40 to 50 plus miles per hour, and this again could be for 24 to 36 hours straight. So we are concerned about that coastal flooding and beach erosion. But again, nice and quiet leading up today. Of course, breezy and cool, dry, a lot of sunshine. Friday looks good. Saturday, we start to see the clouds move in. It really starts to pick up on Sunday morning, not just with the clouds and the rain, but the winds as this area of low pressure continues to deepen and form off the mid-Atlantic coast. Here, you see here Sunday, Monday, perhaps even into early on Tuesday, those driving winds and the rain. It is going to add up. As far as the winds go, we're already seeing tides run a little bit higher, but it's going to be days of this easterly flow and days of it being in that 30 to 40 plus mile per hour gust range here. So again, by the time we get to Sunday into Monday, we could be looking at major coastal impacts, including roadways that may be flooded out. In the short term, though, today we even have higher high tides. So coastal flood alerts are up for today's high tides. Again, this is going to be an issue later in the weekend. As far as temps today, definitely cool. 60 degrees with sunshine, very chilly tonight. Lots of sub-freezing low temperatures north and west. We'll hit about 44 in the city. And then Sunday into Monday, wet and windy. After that, though, we start another nice October stretch. Temps into the 60s with some sunshine. All right, Adele, 6:48. A lot of slowdowns out there?
Yeah, definitely keeping our eyes on a few things here. First one being the Verrazano Bridge. We've got an accident on the upper level heading into Brooklyn. You can see the flashing lights there now. Off into the corner, you can see the one car there has been loaded up to the onto the tow truck bed, and then the truck that was also involved in it also on the tow truck here. So a matter of time before it clears out, but for the time being, you are seeing 2 lanes closed off, and those delays are heading all the way back into Staten Island Expressway. A solid ride heading back to about Forest Avenue. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. And then the approach to the Holland Tunnel. We are still seeing this stalled bus here on the Turnpike approach to the tunnel itself. 1 lane is closed off. You're looking at about 20 to 25-minute delays from both approaches. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, thank you. And good morning. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Thursday, October 9th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero here tracking our roads and rails on a Thursday. Storm Reporter's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. Maria.
Yeah, feeling like fall for a change. We have those cool temperatures, downright chilly heading into tonight, but it does look pretty. Those gorgeous skies and sunshine for the day today. But yeah, anywhere from 10, 20, almost 30 degrees colder than we were 24 hours ago, and really, really dry. So we are going to get that bright sky, but temperatures for the most part today stay in the 50s, and a little bit of a northerly breeze going to keep that chill in place. So grab the jacket. 55 degrees by noontime. Headed up close to 60 degrees, obviously below average. And then with clear skies tonight, temperatures will slip into the low to mid 40s in the city. We will have some sub-freezing lows in parts of the area, so we'll take a look at that coming up in a bit. But I got to get you out the door. It's been slow in spots. What's the latest, Adele?
Yes, definitely slow with our rails right now. Your D and Staten Island Railway, you can expect to see delays. LIRR, you've got service changes with your Ronkonkoma branch and your City Terminal branch, and New Jersey Transit, Morrison Essex line, Pascack Valley, Montclair Boonton, and Maine Bergen lines, as well as your Port Jervis lines. You can see a mix, or expect to see a mix of delays and service changes. And if you are driving around today, as a reminder, alternate side is in effect. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele.
Maria, so we've got frost and freeze alerts, Maria.
Yeah, it was chilly this morning, even colder tonight with areas in purple, that freeze warning as low as freezing or below. So some 20s to wake up to tomorrow. But as we head into the weekend, bigger concerns for coastal flooding, which we're going to see some today, but into the weekend with our coastal low taking shape. All the impacts and what to prepare for coming up in the 10-day.
Maria, thank you. Still to come, it's heartbreaking.
Heading inbound at the Holland Tunnel, coming off the 78 Turnpike approach, we've got a stalled bus taking out a lane. We're going to head outside right now to take a closer look onto that. Expect to see about 30-minute delays coming up in a few minutes. We're going to help you get around it. You're watching Today in New York.
All right, there it is, Yankee Stadium. It's going to be quiet now for a while because in baseball, the Yanks are done season ending after Game 4 of the American League Divisional Series.
Our very own Bruce Beck was at Yankee Stadium with the season ender and has a breakdown of this disappointing loss to the Blue Jays. Sure was.
It sure was. But at least the sun is up again this morning.
Oh, yes.
As they sing in Annie.
It will come out.
It will come out.
Yes. The day after that, though, it gets a little trickier. We'll talk about that. Yes. But as we see, yes, the sun is up and shining beautifully from Earth Cam. At times, this camera's shaking a bit. We have that cool breeze. So today is all about that morning chill and a very cool afternoon. Temperatures running behind average. 55 degrees through noontime, and those northerly winds 5 to 15 miles per hour at times. We'll head close to 60 this afternoon, mid to low 50s by the time the sun goes down. After that, we're really feeling the chill and the core of this cold settles in. So clear and cold tonight, down to 44 in the city. We'll be in the 40s from Islip and Belmar, but north and west is where we get close to or below freezing. And for a couple of hours, that's that killing freeze here from Monticello and Poughkeepsie in the mid 20s. And then temperatures rebound just a bit as we get into the low to mid 60s tomorrow, and those overnight lows get a little bit warmer. Now we have to talk about something that's way more impactful here, and this coastal system that develops over the weekend off the southeast and mid-Atlantic coast. For us by Sunday morning, it's not just clouds, but the winds are really picking up and the rainfall. So this is, by every check mark here, a nor'easter as it continues to impact the area through Monday and potentially still even feeling some of the effects on into Tuesday. So a couple of headlines to keep in mind. Looking at that heavy rain potential from Sunday into Monday, minor to moderate flooding related to the rainfall, but because of these persistent and consistent gusts along the coastal areas, coastal flooding and beach erosion, a huge concern, because we'll start even Friday, Saturday into Sunday with that easterly tug, but Sunday into Monday, these gusts will be for 24, 36 hours straight. 30 to 40 miles per hour. So heads up for Sunday and Monday. Today, though, just cool, 60 degrees, tons of sunshine. Tomorrow, 64 degrees, of course, after a very chilly start to the day. And once we get past our coastal low, another nice stretch to fall, mid and upper 60s for the middle to the end of next week. Overnight lows not quite as chilly, will be down into the 50s. Again, the dry conditions taking back over once our coastal system rolls out. All right, Adele, delays and slowdowns. What's going on?
Yeah, right now, still keeping a close eye on the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel, specifically coming from 78 and the Turnpike. We do have this stalled bus there taking out the left lane. Right now, you can expect to see about 30-minute delays coming in from the Turnpike approach and about 25 from the 139. As of right now, though, of your Hudson River crossings, still the best bet. Lincoln Tunnel delays are already at about 40 minutes, and pretty much the same story, 35 to 40 minutes at the George Washington Bridge. We'll, of course, keep you posted on that. And as we have been mentioning, as you probably already know, Giants and the Eagles playing tonight. Kickoff at 8:15 p.m. Parking lot will open at 3:15 with the gates opening at 6:15 p.m. Definitely going to be seeing some delays around the area, so give yourself some extra time. An alternate side is in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you.